This world is out of balance. Spirits grow restless.
I am reborn again and again. I am the will of the Emperor. I am Death's hand.
Allow me but a moment to gaze upon my bullshit. Kitty! My bullshit informs me that we need 68 bullshit and 5 ass. Oh, you're gonna go down with that birthday. Vampire farts. Wouldn't you have to be an ass wraith? $68. Gotta hump that sucker up. More than fucking 10. Yemmer in a genius. Oh no, so we're gonna up it with 8. This angers me. Yes, little boys. Intuition, I think, is Kai and mind. Right? Yes, boys, you drooling on me? What's it been? Yeah, mind and spirit. Kitty, what the fuck? What's your little lady? You're very excited to be on my lap. Okay. Little potato. You know what we call a pirate with no eyes.
Hello again. Here you go.
Yeah. A prate.
Yes, yes. Certainly, certainly. Always willing to take the marvelous
Oh, Jade, BioWare.com. This certainly is where things will happen. Yes, you watch me, boys. Dwanstar, what do you gotta? Dwanstar, what do you gotta?
Yes? What do you need? I'd like to get that business with Minister Shang out of the way.
She worries about the poor minister, a man she would despise in any other circumstance.
As much as I think it is foolishly dangerous, you need to go to the Lotus Assassin Fortress and find the information the princess needs.
No.
After that, she will take us to the palace. We are so close to Master Li. Just a little longer.
Fucking Master
I hope.
Yi.
Very well, but
Goodbye.
Always happy to help. What do you need?
Hair, please. On my head.
I was just thinking that we should keep at finding a way to the
I was
Imperial
asking
Palace.
about that yesterday. Or did they use assassins? Lotus is to assassin.
It's not that I don't want to talk, but I
Oh,
know
are they?
time is of the essence. And I'd hate to... I'd be more comfortable if we made some more progress towards
Never
the
mind
palace
that. Look at my
before I
nipple.
use up any more of your time with my...
Yeah, fuck plants. I assume these men here still sell shit. That guy is still dead. Wait, he wouldn't stop being dead, but... Yeah, that guy needed to fucking behold. Yes, little kid. I suspect heavy, same shit. Show me your shit. It's all shit. Oh God, don't strobe me.
It's good to see you.
Hi. Slicky Jemmy. Fuck it, I think I sold that to him. Fine. Fuck you. Ah! Yes, kiddo? Is this a fact? This is pottery. Crockery, one might say. Fuck. Guy's still dead. God damn. Guy's relentless. I should probably do some math or something.
Yes, yes.
Can I even get it up to 68? I need 4 more. Oh fuck. Well, extreme shit. Let's go see in the phantom bullshit. Maybe we can poke gently at the anus before we have to actually enter. I think threatens requirement intimidates very low. But that's not the kind of hairless we are. They call us mate, not intimate. Intimate. No, that's fucking intimidate, mate. Fucking dogs. Just hammer a fucking stick into it. You got a broom. Fucking spins me around. Wait, what? Fucking. Don't straw. Urge to play some space. Haven. No, bad DK. Anthems. Hi, guy. What?
Kill.
Can I, cannons? Very slow iron punch. How dare you was to punch? My style is blue. How can you sword spirits when I can't? You got the polio.
Well, stranger, you have some spirit to you. You fight like a demon. Those poor lost souls didn't stand a chance against you.
You're very happy about this.
I could use the skills of a man like you. An honest working man like me can't compare with someone like you, but you can definitely help me with a problem I've been having.
Man, it's extraordinary. T-posing
My
ghost.
name is Shen. I'm the first gravedigger here. It's my job to look over the necropolis and make sure all the peaceful souls are laid to rest.
This guy's my hero. Finest man in the game. Trustworthy.
I've got to dig the holes, fill them, and balance the books and everything. Nice, proper burials. But now, with all these ghosts rising again, I've got problems.
I bet you stole from the graves and they're not happy.
No
about it.
one seems to want to stay dead, and I can't go refunding all the burial money to all the families of the ghosts now. I can't afford it.
Why are you the one in...
So, I just want you to do a little job for me. Nothing hard. Just put the ghosts back where they belong. Quiet them down a bit. Well, there'll be a little bit in it for you as well, don't worry. Can't have you going away empty-handed now, can we? So, what do you say?
Absolutely honourable transaction.
Trouble? Well, they've always been trouble. Every few years, one would act up, and we'd have to have some monks come by and put them down.
You have no eyebrows. Just lumpy
But now
ridges.
they're coming up all over the place. The last few years, they've been becoming more and more common, and more of a problem as well. Especially for me. They don't take too kindly when I try to, tidy up their coffins and things. But it also means I can't use those areas of the necropolis. It's too dangerous now.
I'm lawful stupid.
So, you interested? Well, forever. There's always someone who doesn't rest too easy in their grave. Not here, anyway. Every couple years, some ghost would rise up and the monks would come and put him down. But now they're coming up all over the place.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
So,
imagine you get an extra fee from the fucking church that some monk had to come and punch your nan back into her urn.
great. Now those ghosts will know who's boss around here. They just bring themselves back up as fast as I can put them in. I'll give you a reward for any ghosts you take care of. You can make good money that way.
How the fuck can me dispersing them...
There are 3 main ghosts to deal with. Miss Chan, Merchant Bai, and Mr. Ren. I'll give you a reward for each, of course. I know a bit about them, but not that much.
I thought they just dispersed
If you
and
need a
reformed.
little something to give you an extra edge, I'm sure I can part with some trinkets I've found. I mean, it's not like they'll need them anymore.
Look at how my nipple is. Like... It's gonna get assed off.
Huh? It's not like they need any of that anymore. Feel some compassion for them, do you? Maybe you don't have what it takes to do my job.
I'll not say no to a quest, but I'll talk to the ghost first.
Then you're no better than me. We both just do the best we can with what we're given, so let's just leave it at that. Is there a... Well, you know, a few things here and there, they just sort of fall into my hands. They don't need them anymore.
Your hands don't need them anymore. This is all shit. Yes.
If you need to
Reasonable
find me
fast question.
again, I'll be at my house.
Wait, what? Sprints off. I want to hear about the ghost. Did that give me Satan points? Doesn't look like it. I'm still maxed out. Let's go talk to this asshole. Greenhouse. They call me PP Phantom Puncher. Hmm. Iron Plam. You got Paralyzing Plam as well. Mm. Hmm. Don't you wave at me.
Help! One of those damn spirits came up right in my backyard. The stupid thing won't let anyone get by. It's got my tools and everything. Just kill the damn thing.
Can I chat with it? Oh no. Oh, thank fuck. Oh, I guess.
Iron Bomb.
Hmm. Oi, 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 oi. Hmm. Well, that certainly was a bit strange. Maybe we can chat the ghosts up and have another chance to tell this guy off. Oh shit, what?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. She was my mother-in-law. Never once in her life did she say a kind word to me, and now she tried to keep at me even in death. You got what you deserved! Do you hear me? You deserved it!
Fine, man.
But any good job deserves a reward, of course.
So just reform.
Here you go. She had some nice things in her grave, too. Since she's gone, I guess she
Okay,
won't
I need
be
to
keeping
see
me
if I
from
go
him
full Satan.
anymore.
Even associating with this guy.
It's not a robbery. We're family. I'm just taking it back. Besides, she doesn't need it anymore, and I do.
What a guy.
Now, go and find those ghosts I told you about. Can't get a good
I wanted to
day's
ask about
work
your
done
marriage.
with them still around. The grave dig... What do...
Hold on. Hmm. Okay, the wiki doesn't say anything about. Usually there's a little section about outcomes of stuff, and whether or not you get shafted for finger, which is nice because it means I can read it without being shagged by spoileries. I'm gonna make sure I don't accidentally go Lotus ass though, because I want to do the other stuff first, but I think I might need a little more level, maybe a little bit ass. Hopefully this is quite a big ass. Fucking ghosts just floating around. Yanshi. Right. More like reverted answers. Though.
I'll have her head!
Guy seems upset. Chongshi asked for too much. Hi, guy.
I'll have her
I hear you're in the market for heads.
head! That cheating, lying sow, sullying the Ren name and dragging it in the dirt like this, putting me in the dirt.
Amusingly,
Fang,
Ren and
if I
DK means
ever get my
clean.
claws on you, I'll leave you a stinking, bloated corpse.
Have I heard about this guy?
You've heard of me? What do you know? What do you want here? I have no time for idiots who only want to rob my grave.
I like the ass system inside them.
I exist only for revenge. Revenge on my wife, who after so much talk of faithfulness and love, decided she would be better off without me. She killed me! Poisoned me in my own house. When I find her...
How dead are you?
Oh, but I can. I can find her and tear her to shreds. I'll scatter her bones to the corners of the earth.
I wonder if Dawn Thingy would have more to say here.
But first, I need to find my way out of this damnable cemetery. No matter which way I turn, I always end up back here. We'd been having fights, my wife and she decided to end it. I sat down to eat, and the next thing I knew, I had choked to death and ended up here.
Choked.
That whore decided that I wasn't good enough for her, that she would just move on to something else after our years of marriage. She'll pay. Oh yes, she'll pay.
We go find
But I have to
body.
find her first.
and it has a whole potato halfway down its
Most
throat.
likely, she's still at our old home. It's in the market district near the entrance to the Black Leopard School. Find her and bring her to me.
Sure. No, tell me more.
What do you want? Have you found that worthless bitch yet?
Jesus, man.
My wife just... Most likely she's
I would like some more information, guy. You seem upset. Tomb of the Amat. More like Tomb of the Jump Scare. I hate this thing. He has to step back on one of the attacks, which makes him fucking go not miss. Noob and such. Tomb of the Masses. Let me just check where it was. I was supposed to meet the asses so I don't accidentally trundle there. Somewhere.
Is someone there?
Yeah, it's me.
You. What do you want? Have you come to torture me more? Have you come to see me suffer here unavenged? No one cries for merchant buy. You know of me? You've heard about the pains I suffered in life, and this continued torment I have to endure in death? You can understand? You don't run in terror like the rest. Instead, you talk to me. Perhaps you can help.
Why aren't you floating around?
I was a merchant in life.
Having the time
Not a
of your
rich
life?
one, but I made enough to survive. I sold mostly to the poorer sections of the city. My goods weren't the finest, but they were practical. At the time, there were a pair of brothers, Seat Su and Si Ran, who were the terror of the streets. They extorted money and goods from everyone. They tried to extort from me. When I wouldn't give them what they wanted, they decided to make an example of me. They killed me and mutilated me, and left me dead in that alley. They terrorized the city for weeks after that, but they were finally run down. That might have been where it ended, just as done, but it wasn't. They were buried here, with me. Their deaths, execution by beheading, were harsh enough that they have risen again. My spirit cannot rest quiet with them here. Even now in death, they mock me and torment me as they did in my final moments of life. They drive me mad! Yes, yes! If my killers are at least removed from this world, their spirits will no longer torment me. You must find a way to defeat them and drive them from this place. They were common criminals, so they were not given a normal burial. They were dumped in a communal grave underground to the south. I'm sure you can find them. Thank you, stranger. If you can truly help me, if you do, I'll show you something that even Shen hasn't found yet.
I don't know why everything seems to now be suggesting that we can bin spirits permanently. They should still just reform.
Please, bring me my baby! My baby, please, where is he? Where has Shen taken him?
What?
Yes. If you know me, then you must know the pain I feel. My baby! That monster Shen has taken him from me.
Was it any good?
He was only a few moments old when that vile man took him from me, ripped him from my arms and carried him away.
What?
Please find my baby. Bring him back to me. Let me know how he's doing.
What?
Yes, my darling little boy. He was so pretty when he was born. And so quiet, too. His blue little face.
Oh.
Please, you have to help me find him. Shen must know where he is. That abominable little man took him from me. Kill him, torture him, whatever you need. Just find my baby.
Oh. So the ass was stillborn and Graveman was all like, yep, I'ma bury it.
Find that hideous little man and bring the truth out of him however you can.
Although she doesn't seem entirely GM. These interaction spots are not the easiest. At least I can use the mouse as to cycle, because they have a tendency to snap to something. Often my fucking companions. Then refusing to function. Come on, where are you fight guy? The worst fucking range. Not really getting much.
My body is healed.
This is giving me some though. The camera teams up with the enemy. Finish him off with a fist up his ghost ass. Take that, Egon Spangler. The Forgotten Scholar, am I? Still don't know where the guys hang out. So one of these I have to leave the graveyard for. Two I have to do in the graveyard. I have sneaking suspicion that trying to sort her thing out with the guy might cause some shag with the quest man, so I should do it in specific to Lost Order. 5 gold. This might be where Lotus men are. Let's get himself in case. Hello.
Always happy to...
Mate, no.
Of course.
Ah. Is that arson lady, maybe? Double spirit font. Just kick a headstone. No, that's small Goyle. I think. Okay, let's sort this in a bit then. We got the stone though. An ultimate. Mind and Spyrite. I had a look at that area where I found that ultimate gem very early. Apparently that's guaranteed drop supposed to be there. Come at me. No? My mind's fallen behind. Yeah, I should be able to do that now with the thing. Let's try that just to see if that has any impact. Probably, maybe not. Absolutely no reason to spook me in this manner, you fucking phantom. Sweat, actual Jesus. A pooed. Involuntary poo. Might have to actually try and talk to Ass Guy first now. Look at the penis.
The grave digging business sure is a killer. What do you need?
Fucking creepy.
What about them? Ah, Miss Chan. A tragedy, really, and one that happens all too often. It's always the pretty ones who go. She died in childbirth, and the baby died with her. Her family put her in the family plot along with her son. She came up again recently, looking for revenge on me. She seems to think that I killed her baby, or took it, or something. Maybe she saw me take away the body, but she won't believe me. Every time I go near, she tries to kill me.
Why were you there?
That's valuable retail space over there.
When she was born and died.
Her baby? Not much. It's in one of the plots there, I'm sure. You can find it if you look. It was a long time ago. I don't even remember what its name was. But it was short, I know that. Definitely less than 3 words. But... sorry, that's really all I remember.
Seems sincere.
Anything else you want to know about the ghosts?
Lady seemed to ask that we should threaten him.
Ah, that one. He's mad, I tell you. Mad with fear, though, of what I have no idea. You'd think he'd be grateful, considering what's gone on here. He was murdered in an alleyway. Happens a lot in the poorer districts. They eventually caught his murderers and they were beheaded. I know. I put them in the ground myself, dead as can be. You'd think he'd be grateful with them dead and gone, but up he comes the very next day, screaming his head off. He's driving the customers away. Well, see if you can't do something about him quick. I'm too spooked to go in that area anymore. I need those plots to honor some ancestors. Anything else? He was buried by his wife a short while ago. I don't know what killed him. The family wouldn't talk about it. But his face was bloated like you wouldn't believe. His wife's still around, though. She won't visit since he came up. Every time she gets near, he starts screaming incoherently, and he's out of it for days. Nothing near him is safe.
Well, she visits.
She's still around in town, I think. She lives down in the market district near the entrance to the Black Leopard School. Why would you want to see her, though? She's already buried him. Digging through the ashes, is that it? Good luck. She's still hung up on him. Anything else you want to know about the ghosts? Oh, well, if you do find one, put it... is... Eh? What is it you want to know? Never mention that name near me again. In fact, never mention that name within a mile of me. Just by saying his name, you could bring his wrath down on us. Now, just ask something else or leave me be.
That's us.
Shh. Don't talk about them. They have ears everywhere, even among the dead.
That sounds unpleasant.
The Emperor's secret assassins, they call them, as silent and mysterious as death, which is exactly what's in store for us if we keep talking about them. They say no one who's crossed them has ever lived to tell of it, and I'm not going to test the truth of that rumor. Just talk about something else. Well, it's my life's work, that's for sure. And with the way all these spirits have been rising up, it'll probably be my death's work as well. At the center of it all is the Emperor's tomb. A monstrosity, I tell you. Completely unnecessary. But the Emperor's word is law, and they never even finished the thing. Strange things have been going on here. Ghost troubles and such. I don't know, but it seems like it'll soon be too dangerous for even me to stay here.
I don't even know what thyme tastes like.
That big monstrosity? They started building it for the Emperor years ago, but after the Emperor freed us from the droughts, they stopped working on it. Workers started getting sick.
Yeah.
Ghosts from the old tombs under it gave them a bit of trouble, too. Before long, no one would go near it, and it never really got finished. Don't know what the Emperor's gonna do when he gets old, but I suppose he knows what's best. Eh? If I ever see a spirit that needs to be...
What a guy. Let's go chat up the ass, which involves running and maybe a ghost appearing and spooking the shit out of me if they appear with a loud goddamn noise of bwong. Not strawberry. These fucking dogs, look at this. What a creature. John Cleese was here earlier. We defeated him. He sounded like he had recorded his lines through a phone. If it turns out that this guy actually died to one of his buns. No, I think it's actually daytime ass. This guy is blue though. Look at him. Blue shirt right there. Well, there's the ass, I guess.
Yes. Is there something I can do for you? Yes. Yes, I am. How do you know my name? Have we met? My husband's spirit! He still curses me in death?
The grave guy said that you showed up and tried and ask, but after he came out his grave, you haven't shown up. You should know this.
It should never have happened. I was preparing dinner for him, as I normally did, but it burned, so I went and bought some food already prepared.
Subtitles, please.
It was the salmon. I knew it smelled odd when I bought it, but the price was right, and I needed it in a hurry, and I'm so ashamed.
Well, I've had a rant about this. Like, it has a nice theme, this game. I don't super much care for the action combat over the old RPG stuff, but that's a preference. But the way you interact with things in this is possibly the biggest detriment to it. Your character and the shit he can say, it's usually because the game, even in the beginning, the characters are like, yeah, you should go either for open palm, which is the light side, or closed fist, which is dark side. You should try and go for either of these. So our guy usually has the weirdest fucking lines, and he can't interact with people in a normal way. So he will have these contrasting lines of lawful stupid or eat baby. And sometimes we get better options, but usually we get stuff like this, where we're not really sure what he means.
Yes, it is. No matter what you say, I will live the rest of my life with this guilt. But what pains me more is that his spirit cannot rest. I have tried to visit his grave, but his madness knows no bounds. He seeks to drive me away at all costs. I think he might even try to kill me.
Lady, you just said you seemed surprised that he was assing around. Also, how did he die instantaneously at the table from Fisk?
He never listens to me. He doesn't give me a chance, but maybe if you were there with me. Could you be there with me? If you believe me, he might listen.
I'm gonna get teleported,
if we went
right?
together, he might listen. Can we go now, then, to see him?
I'm gonna get teleported. Did I need to do something else here? I don't know. Or tie them to Vessi for the raid there. We are very bald, I apologize. Oh, god damn it.
You're back to gloat over this victory of yours, Harpy? Causing my torment and death, is that satisfying to you?
He's got a trilobite in his chest cavity, yeah?
How can you be so certain? How can you believe her after you know what she's done to me?
Because he believes me. He has seen me at our home mourning for you still. Not a day has gone by where I didn't cry over your death. It almost makes me wish you'd have your wish, just so I could be with you again.
Feng, you really do care. Then all this time, my cursing, it was wrong.
Actual intuition roll. Weird.
You killed me, but I see now in those eyes I fell in love with that you didn't mean to and that it pains you greatly. I forgive you, Feng.
Thank you for what you have done, for both of us. In time, I hope I can repay you your kindness.
The one from Airplane. How did he still thinks he killed him? How even functions? Like, she killed him as much as the Fisker man did, or as much as he did eating the Fisk. This was probably a kiddie. Well, we sorted this out. Very fine. Well, John Cleese was in this, so probably. Bong. No? Ah, fucking... Fuck off, you spook monster. Oh, what a scrotum. They're extra loud when more of them appear because the spawn in noise overlaps and becomes bigger. Come on, bong. No? Bong. Not fooling me. No? Yeah. Point Phantom. So, she died under weird circumstances because the timeline is completely fucked. So it must be this guy. Kan Ding Xiang.
Please, bring me my baby! Have you found my baby? Have you seen him?
Lady, he dead.
Are you sure? I know I wouldn't be able to stand it if I was separated from him again. Please don't let this madness consume me. Are you sure it is the right grave?
Nope.
I cannot read. Which one is he?
Shit. It was 3 asses. That one right?
This old man, he can't be my son.
Fuck.
You...
This kicks me. Abandoned timeline. The man said 3 words. Must be letters. So it's one of these. Or 3 words, not letters. I guess it's 2-0 then. It would have to be he probably meant letters, not words.
Please!
I wonder what happened if I pointed her to her own grave.
My poor darling. Shan too. He is truly dead after all. I could not bring myself to believe it. Dead before his time. He rests here near my own body. My darling, darling boy. I come to you now.
You're so dead. Poot. Gotta find a big grave of ass. Bong. No. Fight area? Oh, bone score. Okay. Staff comes with its own style, I guess. Do you put the arse in arsenal?
Dancing pretty lights. There's fire in the air and fire inside. They scream like music.
Unique model, goddamn.
You'll scream like a demon when fading moon puts the light inside of you.
Goddamn.
There's more than that on my head. There's a crown of flame that burns all the time, even when it gets tighter. You'll scream like those maggot people leeching off the Empire until they burn.
You're right there. Lady, is that? For fuck's sake, invisible walls. Come down here. Never mind then. What a weirdo. Pure Yemma flame, eh? The only followers are the open palm. And it's a bad one. Some FF there. Phantom facts. Like, this is just 6 total. Is it? Spooky monk. Unfinished. That's probably where the asses are. I'm gonna get spooked with some more fucking random phantoms. Oh yeah. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Bong! No? This fucking thing. I can swap. If I swap weapons out of combat, it doesn't actually do anything. They'll just pretend and then laugh at me. He takes this irritating step backwards. They said mid-October, so I'm all like, oh boy, mid-October. These guys look like they have their heads. News from Harry Pruton, PS1.
Ah, look who has come to see us. A mortal, then? Shall we feast, brother?
Oh, I see, open palm.
Yes,
it's blue, maybe.
I want to hear his screams as I tear the skin from his bones.
They have red ass. Faye, run. The worst fucking heavy attack. If I use it too close, then he almost misses them because he charges, but it's still locked and sort of goes to the side. Oh boy, Vaz. Oh boy, chest. Oh boy, another chest. Huh. No, I'm shagged. Scholar gem. Oh boy, Vaz. I guess that was 2 guy. Oh, that's very good. That might actually be all we need. I'll go ask the thing. Fuck you. Iron Palm seems a weird plant.
Have you managed to defeat them at last?
Well, they go wrong, and it's one of those games where if the same sound effect plays over itself, it'll double the volume, and when 3 of them appear, it'll be like...
Thank you, thank you. I feel as if a great weight has been lifted from my spirit.
I remember the fucking teleport guy in
let me show you this.
Freedom Force. The worst
Something
fucking
Shen
shit.
hasn't found yet. I hope you use it well, and thank you.
What did you find for me? Oh, for fuck's sake. I have a bunch of those. Shen hasn't found the thing that lives inside cow intestines. What an absolute shame. It's like ambergris, but worse. Wrong. My body.
My body is healed.
Let's go talk to this creature of a man. This is Ma-in-law. Asking him again.
The grave digging business sure is a killer. What do you need? What about them? Well, that's a relief. Can't have her going off and trying to rip out my eyes or something every time I go around there. I need those eyes.
Oh.
Here's the reward I promised you.
Finger touching.
Now, if you find any more, remember, I'll pay good money for you to put them back down again. So get out there and get some ghosts. Venerated ancestors. Anything else you want to know about the ghosts?
Did the Lost Crown one have any? Precision immediately reversed.
Well, that makes things easier on me for sure. Now I can start selling those old plots again. Next time I'll just throw the bones in the river and be done with it. Here's the reward I promised you. Now, if you find any more, remember, anything... Good riddance. Hells, it was probably his old lady that offed him in the first place, and for good reason too, I bet. It's all just business to me, you understand. Here's the reward I promised you. You know, you've done a lot of good here in the necropolis. You've managed to clear out pretty much all of the really troublesome spirits here. One spirit didn't stay here at all, though. Took up his body and left. Moved in with his son, I heard, and the son isn't pleased. He even asked me for a refund. Now that was an expensive burial. I can't give refunds like that. It's bad for business, too, having my customers getting up and walking away. That's where you come in. I need you to go to the tanners in the city core and put his father back in his grave once and for all. It's Tanner Fong. There'll be an extra big reward for that one. Is there anything else you need right now?
I remember reeling in horror from the conversation with the Gravedigger and Lost Crown. That might also
you know where
be
to
a
find
pun
me.
involved. I don't know. Certainly didn't have to be because goddamn. But yeah, there probably is a pun. Although I think puns might be too advanced for Bogues. Yeah, oh, fucking strobe me. See you T-posing there in the background. It's the widescreen patch I've installinated that for some reason doesn't have an image for the load and save screen. So you just get that fucking thing blinding the shit out of your ass. I think the closest he comes to something that that's a pun is the naming of the beer in Halloween Nightmare thing. No, I refuse to stream it, even if it's the month for it.
Owo Sayer Uyukap Tantarundano, Wo Tarwayer Shathir Owo. Owo Sayer Uyukap Tantarundano, Wo Tarwayer Shathir Owo. Owo Sayer Uyukap Tantarundano, Wo Tarwayer Shathir Owo.
This guy has 2 toes, look at that. No, well. He looks fine, not rotty at all. Yeah. 4 toes, technically, Fong.
Sa ir Yakowak, Coconato Siri Panoninico. Wotovir Ukawana ir Usoanata Hoki. Niato Nonapadi Irovir. O no you wakits was saw Iroko Shusi. Okay, Fakarea, ni Ukoristroiper.
Yeah.
Niato Nonapadi Irovir. Kuni Uknawata Ir.
I'm reminded of the Democratus here.
Wo Anania Ifewir Uk Sonorok Noka Uk Snapir.
What?
Kunir Fuk no Sankud Nano Wana Napir. Isana Yuyo. Tasi si Tintu. Funir Wowosi ye wo Tahufu.
I think we might need Dawnstar here.
Ikirnik Tine Piru. Wo Iferek Uk Son Puno.
Wo Afawir Sun Urk Fonir Uk. Uxier sa Fit Kup Kup Wo Sarkir.
We're gonna load and then see if we have more options with Dawnstar since he's the
Usosier Uthak Tarawair. Shathir Owosu.
Niato Nonapadi Irovir. Kuni Uk Nawata Ir.
Ak Nukwair to Ak Ifruir Nuka Pifu Taptuir Quair Fenurt.
Okay, Fakarea, ni Ukoristroiper.
Hey.
Koniak Anatir, Udquair Washun. Okyo will Rufir ni Sair Shenefushpa, Sair Renkipa, Sair Thinopi Wuwuth, Usair Wanson. Ak we will ofir, san kasawir will see you tana.
Yeah.
Ukir wir, no fantayana ukona ni pinatawa. Niato no napadi irovir, koni uk nawata ir.
Wo afawir sun urk fonir uk. Uksir sa fit kup wo sarkir.
Fucking dogs.
Kwa air, ki yir iyo ni wo sahir brante.
Ono you will rap here, sa kwanu ya wunir.
Kwa air, ki yir iyo ni wo sahir brante. Irkana, wo nikasurir kwana no kasa iriroro.
Goodbye, voice lines. Yeah. We used, like, basically forced persuasion.
Onu you sa ir, akanto kithir.
Tawe ir kawana ir soni ir ipoki.
Wo kauso ir no ka wowo tarawail shaksiro finupifu.
Irkana, wo nikasuri ir kwana no kasa iriroro.
Nope. Right. Fuck Dawnstar. Yeah, burying someone alive, even if you're kind of miffed at them, seems not so great. Seems like a kind of shitty way to end someone. Didn't even have the ass to kill him.
You return once again to interrupt lustful Lao, master of the Eye of Beckoning, lord of the billowing sheets? If you must know, I, lustful Lao, conqueror of the female kingdom, was emanating my yang. It is but one of my many irresistible charms. You don't see my brimming knowledge of the 232 points of pleasure, as documented by Menshi Tsao, the salacious scholar? Or that I perform the stretches outlined in the writings of the now disbanded lascivious order of the abbotless monks every morning? If even these simple things are beyond your ken, sir, then lustful Lao has no time to spare on you.
I always have time for lustful Lao. What a guy. Okay, so 68 we need to get here. We are currently at 62. Yeah, absolutely normal. Mm-hmm. Do you have anything new?
While I cannot see you, what can I...
Yes, yes.
Acu...
Blah, blah, blah. Blech.
I'm not really in the mood for company. Judge Fang wanted me to try something special last night, and I still haven't quite recovered yet. Get rid of him? What do you mean? Remove him from office, or something else?
Her teeth are moving independently of her jaw.
Really? I was hoping you wanted to kill him. The world would be a better place with that disgusting pig dead and buried. But as much as I want to see his bloated corpse floating in the gutter, Fang is a dangerous man, and he keeps my pockets lined with silver. I hope Fang gets what he deserves, but you'll have to do it without my help. No.
What?
Even if I was willing to give up all that silver. Judge... I hope... Don't... Good. I'm not really...
Hmm? How? Hmm. Hmm.
I'm not... It would be nice to get
1
rid
point
of him.
more.
No more debasing myself for that repulsive toad. I'll help you. You wanted Fang dead, right?
I'll admit that it's a tough call, but I don't know if the Inquisitors are looking to have Fang murdered.
Wait, did I click wrong?
It'd be easier to kill him. Fang's reputation is already as dirty as it can get. As long as it doesn't get in the way of his job, everybody just turns a blind eye. Well, every document Judge Fang approves has to be stamped with his Imperial ring. Losing the ring is a major offense. And if it was revealed he lost the ring during one of his sexual escapades, even Fang wouldn't want that to come out.
What are you doing here, Breezes? You know I don't like it when people see us together in public.
Don't be mad, my mighty and manly Fang. I was just hoping we could go upstairs for a bit. I've got a treat for you. Here's a hint. They're silk.
I'm surprised you're so eager after last night. I'm glad to see you're finally becoming more receptive to my special needs. Well done, Breezes. If a little tame for my tastes. I think tonight you should wear the blindfold. I have some interesting surprises in store for you.
I can hardly wait, oh great and virile Fang. Here's the ring. Fang will do anything to keep people from finding out he lost it to a whore, even if it means resigning his post. Show the ring to his guards and they'll let you through. I better disappear for a while, but make sure you tell him where you got it. He'll be sorry he ever touched me.
It's like, where's the ring? Past it. A few days ago, it's like, oh damn. I appear to have pooed. Right, so it wasn't 60 thingy I needed. It was exactly 70 thingy.
Look, we already told you, Fang doesn't want to be bothered. He just wants to relax and watch the arena fights. Yeah, if he doesn't get his daily fill of blood, violence, and gore, he'll be snarly all day. And he's hard enough to work for when he's in a good mood. How did you get... No, forget it. I don't want to know. You better go talk to Fang about that ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want any part of this.
Some of these new fights can be delightfully savage. Damn it! I want more blood down there! Do you mind? How can I enjoy the crack of bone, the screams of pain, and the glorious geysers of crimson blood down in the arena with you bothering me? Or are you here to offer me your services for later? I generally prefer women, but I might branch out if a handsome man like you is willing to beg. My ring? But how... That harlot. I should have suspected something when she came to me willingly. Usually I have to command her presence. Well, it seems you have me in an awkward position. I can't let it be known that I was foolish enough to let a whore steal my ring. I would lose my position. So, what is it you want from me? Silver? An imperial posting? What? I should have known something like this would happen. They tried to bend me to their will, but I'm not easily broken. Or so I thought. Are you proud of yourself? Bowing and scraping at the feet of your Lotus Assassin masters, helping them to bring me down? You think I'm an evil man, don't you? You think my soul is rotten and corrupt. But at least I have a soul. The same cannot be said for those you now serve. The Lotus Assassins destroyed me. But now that I am gone, I wonder where their attention will turn next. Keep a close watch over your shoulder, friend. My resignation is on the table. Take it and stamp it with my imperial ring yourself.
Little burrito. Burrito resignation ring. Resignation. These are so weird. Like, you get ones that are alignment restricted and they're just fucking worse. Hotel Shiheng. Time to get strawberry. Oh, he's all the way. I bet I go to him too early and I have to go back and then over to him again. And then back again. The same run forever.
Please, Minister Sheng is in no mood to speak. I have heard Judge Fang has resigned, but now I live in terror at the thought of who his replacement might be. What if the new head of the Ministry of Harmony hates me even more than Fang? It's possible, you know. Minister Sheng is not well liked. It could be Judge Fong. That would be bad. Or Judge Feng.
I heard the noise
That
of
would be
me
worse.
getting some
Or
sort
maybe
of
even Judge Fyung.
alignment shift.
Alas, Sheng is not so delusional as to believe in that outcome. Now, if you don't mind, I would prefer to ponder my fate without your whimsical interruptions.
Got some plan. I wonder how, if I can install an item. Alright, yeah, we had that. Fucking get that dog out of my eye line. God damn. What manner of creature even?
Always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Yes, I heard that Fading Moon's arsons had ended. Excellent work. Burning the poor is troubling after a fashion, but the scholars and merchants, that was her mistake. Yes, of course they do, and they shall have exactly as much protection as they can afford to contribute to the taxes. Here's the standard bounty. Accept it with the thanks of the Empire. Well, that brings an end to our pursuit of two fiends. A shame I don't have more work for someone with your skills. Of course.
A great bounty hunter to have dealt with 2 cases in so little time. Your work is not done, though.
What?
There is another in this city with a price on her head. A richer price than those 2.
Huh?
Her name is Aishi the Mournful Blade, and you can find her at the Black Leopard School.
Oh, is it the lunch lady?
She is accused of most crimes, and several had to be invented to account for her actions. She is a terror upon the face of the Empire.
And who are you?
Murder, theft, and worse. Yet never a smile or a hint of revelry in what she did. That is why she is known as Aishi the Mournful Blade.
Oh.
Because I want you to know. My role in this matter is of no concern to you. I am simply an old man who sees a chance for some good to come from bad. I watched her walk into this city, and now I tell you, there's no mystery in this. Because I want you...
I've heard of this Aishi. She's reputed to be deadly and merciless, yet cloaked with deep sadness.
When you reach her, you should ask her for her story. She has a most interesting tale to share.
See, it's probably the lunch lady. I think, in fact, that was the only lady in the place that was there. Look at this bald fuck.
Sa Yagawak, Kokonato Siri Panoninico.
Sairos tiusiot, Sarorasi pa ukal iras napsoaku.
Wuno will na no pa irsu. Isana yuyo.
Ko nirfuk no sankod na no wana napir. Ipanar nuko iwa ir nikasanarir iruro ni nuwa sa ir kana. Usair kokanato tanatir katanano shafatoyo. Ipanar nuko iwa ir nikasanarir iruro ni nuwa sa ir Sata tawe ir wanawa
Stay
fu
alive in
kuno
order to survive.
sukut nia awafawa ir sutok. Usair kokanato tanatir katanano shafatoyo kokanato sir ipanoneniko. Unikasurir kwanano kuni uknawata ir niknipier. Ir kana. Unikasurir kwanano kasa ir iroro.
Alright, bye.
So, things are looking up. You've gained the favor of the Lotus Assassins.
Yeah.
And you've made doubly certain of it by aiding both the Executioner and Inquisitor. Very impressive. The way to the Lotus Assassin Fortress is open. Everything is in place. I'll have my evidence against Death's Hand soon enough. Oh, and you'll have access to your Master Li as well. I don't want you to think I have forgotten your needs.
Yeah. Come on, brain. What was I doing? There's something else I needed to do around here. I feel forsooth of it. Oh right, yeah. Wow, blade. Get time to get strobed again. Maybe not. Maybe we're free from getting strobed today.
You're welcome to visit the school and spar with it.
It's just penis.
My name is Aishi, the Mournful Blade.
No.
And if you are another hunter come to claim my head, I suggest you turn around and walk away.
Other guys is standing over there.
That
watching.
one didn't listen to me. I hope you have more sense. I have a tale to finish. I see no need to tell it to anyone but myself. Stranger, if you continue to talk to me, I will stand up and face you. If that happens, our meeting will end with one of our deaths. So be it.
I would play no games with this woman if I were you.
You're not what I expected. Harmony surrounds you and flows out into the world as you pass. I have a story I would share willingly with you if you would hear it.
Yeah, right.
Do you know anything of me? Anything of the terror that is Aishi, the Mournful Blade? In my years in this empire, I have been a wanted criminal, a bandit, a murderer, and worse. I have burned entire towns to the ground to avenge some petty dispute between lords and led men to slaughter peasants by the score for their meager possessions. It is all too easy to lose your conscience once you have denied it. I was not always like this, but I remember all too well how my descent began. My father died when I was still a girl, and with him gone I felt no sense of direction. I had no other family to turn to, and so I was alone. I met a boy. He was a natural leader. He had drive and direction. I was in love. He used to enjoy tormenting the children of our village, and I thought it was all fun. Then, one day, he pushed a young boy into the river outside of town. It was fast-moving and would have swept the child away, but he managed to grab hold of a rock. Why, indeed? In the intervening years, I've come to believe that it was more than simple horseplay. There was a gleam in my young man's eye that I cannot forget. The child screamed for help. His cries were shrill with terror, for he could not swim. I moved to help him, but I felt a hand on my arm. The boy I loved turned to me and said, "If we help him, he'll only tell the others what we have done. We have to let him go." Something in his voice. I believed him. That poor child was swept away in the current and was found dead downriver days later. We never told anyone what we had done, but I could never forget. If we help him, he'll only tell the others what we've done. We have to let him go. Simple words, but they still echo in my head even now. Nights are worse. I can't sleep for the screams of that boy as he washed away. I still hear them to this day. I have followed his life since that day, as I descended into my world and he climbed the ranks in the Imperial Army. That is why I have come here now. I am tired of my life, but at least I have lived it. He deserved to live as I did, but has never felt a moment's remorse for his part in that day. If you came here because of the rich reward on my head, you may even know him. Captain Sin of the Imperial Army is my quarry. I must make him pay for that boy's life. You know him, clearly. Until now, I wasn't sure how I would approach him, but you may have provided the answer. If you help me, I know how I can reach Sin. You need merely to escort me to his station by the gate. A subdued prisoner could get close enough to deal with Sin. Once I have dealt with him, you shall have your bounty. I couldn't let you be implicated in my final murder.
I need some chocolate and some ass. What do you think, man? Let's go write an ending to my tale.
What is the meaning of this?
Hello, my love. Or should I call you by your rank now, Captain Sin? Surely it's been a very long time.
Aishi, what are you doing here? You're a wanted criminal. You can't be here.
It's weird she was just in that school with a dead, I assume, student, and first brother was just standing there staring at it, being like, "Hi, want to train?"
It's time I paid for my crimes.
Well, it's good to see our new bounty hunter was able to bring you in. Frankly, Aishi, I thought you'd fight to the death. You weren't this weak when...
No, I was weak. Otherwise I would have ignored you by the river. I'm going to pay for my crimes, but there's one thing I have to do first. I have to kill you.
What? No! Guards!
Your men will be dead before they can get within 3 paces of me, Captain. Don't order them to their deaths. I already owe you 1 lifetime of pain. Do not bring more than that upon yourself.
She's mad! She means to kill me! You! Protect me! I'll double the bounty!
Nice.
Damn you both! You're both going to waste away between worlds! I'll make sure the underworld won't take your rotting corpses!
Sin is dead. Dead like that poor boy we let wash away. I should have made him suffer more. Stranger, I cannot thank you enough. I have touched 1,000 lives with my crimes, and yet now I feel some peace. It is time my story ended. I have only one more favor to ask. Face me now, and grant me an honor... No, there is no honor left for me.
Her fucking
Just
clavicle
grant me
just
an
opened
end.
up into the void. Yeah, right.
You can't be the one to let Aishi the Mournful Blade walk free. That would cast undeserved suspicion upon you, and that crime I will not commit. Face me, and let this battle be glorious enough that the city will talk of it for generations.
I'm just gonna stab you a bunch. Should I have had her blow up? Oh well.
I'm not here to be your guide. Talk to Bai the Outcrier if you need directions.
Right then. Turns out this old man is the boy.
I hoped it would end this way. She may have found some peace. Here, take this. It's something Aishi would have wanted you to have, I think. I hate for a good deed to go unrewarded.
Who are you?
Ha! There's little reward in a good deed, and just the opposite for those who walk the low path. I know that better than most. Aishi, the Mournful Blade, was my daughter. I think she must have found some peace now, and I can finally rest.
What's the meaning?
It has been too long since I turned away from the Water Dragon's embrace.
But you can't... No one can ghost.
Some things are stronger than anger, Spirit Monk. Love is one of them. I died before the gates to the underworld closed, but I couldn't let go of my daughter. I worried for her, and rightly so, but I think she will find peace now.
Fuck off, kid, with your haircut back
Every
there.
ghost slips into madness over time, but some of us have a reason not to. We can fight back the longing and despair for a time. I will wait. What choice do I have? I know the underworld is cut off, but I must try to fight through the despair and anger.
Hang out with your daughter.
I have some idea of what you face. Take my best wishes as you try to set things right. I have waited for more than 2 decades. I can wait a bit more, and now I have a reason to smile.
Bit weird. Unity. And it's worse. It's just bad. Well, have to go back and talk to Kung. I'm gonna save here just in case he has nothing good to say. At least that way I won't have to run back. Actually, no, I have to go up there anyway since I'm going to the Nigalopolis.
My body is healed.
Don't straw because
Have you heard the news? Judge Fang is gone, and his replacement is none other than me. Minister Sheng finally gets his just reward. Or should I say, Judge Sheng? At last, my triumphant return to the Imperial City. Oh, so many things to prepare, so many things to do. You'd think that would bother me, wouldn't you? But Judge Sheng doesn't care, as long as I'm back in the Imperial City. Please excuse me, Judge Sheng really doesn't have the time to chat. I must make preparations for my transfer back to the Imperial City.
what a creature. What?
My body is healed.
My body. Babu. God damn it, I might try some more Space Haven anyway. Still a bit more of this. Then I might Space Haven. Get some men in space. This guy will probably be sour.
The grave digging business. What? Of course he was dead. The family wouldn't exactly have given me a live man to bury, now would they? That would be unprofessional. Can't have stuff like that getting around. You, dealt with the problem, though? Well, that's good, I guess. As long as I'm not giving any refunds, of course. Here's what I promised you. Business has been more lively lately with you around. A little gravedigger humor there, see? Lively? I'm good. Not at the moment, no. As for later, who knows? You never can tell with life. Or death. The great... What?
Should do a proper save. Now that we're set for progress. We're gonna get blong loud ghosted. Blong. Oh, amazing! Nothing ghost. I don't really believe it though. Is this where wee girl was? Yes.
Good, you came. Wait here. There's a small hole in the wall, just around the side. I'll sneak in and open the door from the inside.
Yeah, me too.
There. The ghosts are just beyond the door. They haven't noticed me yet. I was just thinking the same thing. I don't want to get any closer to those things. The artifact
look a
is
bit
supposed to be in
fresher.
the room at the end of the tomb. Once you're there, I'll catch up with you.
Yeah, NP girl, why do you have a thing?
There are still ghosts. All right.
Mummy. Ma.
You will fall now.
You're inferior to my tinsel, no Yatsu. When shagging some tinsel all over up in here and such. Deceased? That's new. Oh boy. Surely can I... Spirit Harvest. Oh. Don't know how much that up ass is. Look at him.
More death. More intruders.
What a hat.
My tomb has lain sacrosanct for centuries. And now, mortals tread on my very ashes. Your corpse will lie here with those of my subjects, and your spirit will feed my own.
No Hablo, whatever the... Don't dry in me, Frodo. Ghost Lord, Lord of Ghosts.
Spirit
Toad squeeb.
I've got it. Now let's get out of here before... What's that? Did you hear that?
It's probably
Getting out of here is going to be harder than getting in, I think.
Ma. Ugh. Oi, 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 what the fuck, man?
Longsword.
Upding. Updingle dongle. 13. Function. Big man price increase. Garbage. Phantoms.
Longsword.
Get punched, you fuck. The broadest of swords. He's just swinging. I'm Amish, I heave Samsonite for you.
I can't believe we made it out of there alive. You're an amazing fighter.
Punch.
I wonder why Purveyor Shuji wants this bowl so badly. It looks so ordinary, except for maybe this writing. Doesn't make any sense. Conductor, cog, and a bit of iron. Don't play with the tiger. Whatever that means.
Conductor cog.
Huh. Well, I'm glad it was useful to you.
Dragon.
Thank you again for helping me. Purveyor Shuji is waiting, so I should be going. Goodbye.
Fuck that guy. Kere configuration. We don't have any iron though.
My body is healed.
Tomb of the Forgotten Scholar. Remember in there. You're gonna get bonged. And have phantoms up my eyes. Bong. Come on. Let's fucking do it. was hardly better. No regrets. Any scholar what is forgotten down here?
No, no, we can't allow that to happen. It would be too much to bear. But this poor wretch isn't much good either. No, not at all. But what else is there? What else is there?
His eyes doing the thing.
Work, damn you, work! Huh? What do you want? You can't have me, corpse. Not yet. You're not dead. I'm sorry, I just panicked. I thought you were some spirit here for revenge.
You just told him.
Ah, well, my work, you see, while very important, may upset some of those spirits not fully at peace. I am conducting my research. I am a doctor by trade, studying the internals of the body and the energies that drive it. But lately, I have come on hard times. My daughter, Wen Siwei, has fallen ill, and nothing in my previous training could help me with what ails her. Her liver has been rotted from within, corrupted by some energy I have never encountered before.
Kill you.
I don't know what it is, but it has prevented her liver from functioning. Now her body no longer responds. I fear she is dying. I could not stand the possibility of her loss, so I took matters into my own hands. I researched the workings of the body and the spirit, as well as the lore of the creatures that live beyond death. I believe I have found a way to save my daughter, but I have not been successful in my efforts. I have found a way to strengthen, no, to replace the corrupt flesh of one living creature with that of another. Through the energies of the earth and by the divine will of heaven, her body can be made to accept the organ as if it were a part of her. She can be given a new life. But these cursed, wretched corpses do nothing for me. They are too old, too dead. Their organs are rotted beyond repair, even the ones recently buried. I need something else, something more. Either one that is perfectly preserved or one that is fresh. Her time is drawing near. If I cannot get a new organ for her soon, I fear it may be too late. I would give anything to see her saved, but my techniques are much more advanced than any normal doctor could comprehend. I must do the operation myself, or find a savant of such skill that I would feel safe giving them control. A doctor of such skill? Who is it? What's his name? Where did you find such a person? A doctor and a woman? Amazing. You think she can help? Please, then, bring her to me. Let me speak with her. I need a liver that has been perfectly preserved. Even a short time after death, the flesh begins to decay. Only a few rare bodies are truly well preserved. I have tried all the organs I could find, but none work. A nobleman here, Jizin, had his body preserved well enough and buried in this graveyard, but his corpse has moved. Thank you. Whatever I can give you in reward, I will. Please hurry. The nobleman was buried in one of the larger tower tombs closer to the entrance. I tried to enter, but his corpse had risen, covered in the protective wrappings he was buried in. I would not have survived. Please, get the liver from him quickly.
Oh, score bin. That was shit. He brought his daughter. I should probably have a look at this. I know. Maybe we'll go that one. Fucking phantoms. Pauvre Ginger. It's open now. Hey, guy. News.
They tried to take from me, and they died. I feasted on their souls. Such is the evil I was in life, and am again in death. The underworld has no place for me.
You don't look super fresh.
Jizin lives. I am evil incarnate, a man so vicious and vile that the spirits deemed me unfit to pass into death, and cursed me into this wretched form. Jizin lives, indeed.
The teeth are deforming.
Now I feed on the flesh and souls of the living, in payment for my vanity. My perfect body is a testament to my crimes. My very touch spreads my corruption.
Right.
A chance to repent. Can it be that after all this time, after years of living death, I am given this one chance to make something right? What is this chance you speak of, mortal? What is this false hope you dangle before me? A girl. After so long, a girl. But I'm a vile and corrupt being, forever damned by the life I led. set here in this wretched form to walk forever. Redemption, for one such as me? I think not. My life was spent in greed and vanity and corruption. Even in death, I sought to preserve my perfect form. For one whose madness and evil progress even into death? No, there is no hope for me. None at all. And you stand here mocking me for it? Ah, the temptation, yes. So much logic, so much philosophy. But who knows what the heavens will truly decide in the end? But for the chance, and it is a girl, so young, I can taste her pain and suffering lingering about you, so like my own. The blood is thick in my veins, a solid mass where fluid used to flow, now dried and brittle. But the heart still stirs, and it can be moved, though tears no longer flow. My life has been wasted on my own sins, and in death, I have nothing except them. This young thing, this girl, she still deserves life. If my end means this girl lives, then may the heavens look kindly upon me, even though I know they won't. If damnation is my fate, then let it be worth something in the end. Take what you need, mortal.
Gut. Oh. I guess I... Where's... oh. Nice and uninterrupted too, but what a shit guy. Hey guy. You.
Have you managed to find some way to help me? You do? Thank you, thank you. Yes, it looks like it's been preserved well enough. I am amazed that you managed to get this intact. Now I must begin quickly. Her life energy is fading fast. It looks like the operation has worked. She should be safe now. Her breathing has slowed and her heart rate is returning to normal levels. It will be some time before she can stand on her own again. But I'm certain she will make it. Not here, though. Not in this place of death. Thank you, stranger, for what you have done for me. As I promised, I will give you all that I have left. Everything else was spent in pursuit of this dream. I must take her to a place where she can heal. You have my eternal gratitude for what you have done.
Thank you for what you have done. I have been redeemed in my own eyes and in the eyes of heaven. Peace indeed can come to any soul.
Alright. Well, I guess that's that sorted then. What the fuck? This way, I presuminate. There's also ununderstand way. Like this other place, bones. Some bald fuck.
Regarding our little talk earlier, I couldn't let you go into that place without saying something. I've never encountered someone like you before. We are companions, fighting for our lives together, but we could be more.
More companions?
I don't want to talk about it at length right now. You have more pressing things to deal with. But after you're done, we should talk.
Alright.
If anyone can deal with their kind, it's you. But that doesn't mean I could let you go in there without speaking up. Just be careful while you're in there, and don't let them get to you. Remember why you're going in, and get out as soon as you can.
Yes, you're snoring, boys?
Just be careful. Learning is useless if you're not alive to pass it on. Zoo's sudden disappearance has me worried. I was beginning to think we could trust the man, but the assassins can be most persuasive. Who's to say Zoo isn't preparing a trap for you to earn back favor with his old brethren?
If the game wasn't generally dumb, I'd say he probably fled to enact a plan that he thought we were too dumb to agree to.
I hope for everyone's sake that you are right. Hopefully my instinct is wrong. Regardless, I've said my piece. Come back safe. We wouldn't want to miss our audience with the Emperor.
So that was the proper plot way, so I go this way. He goes home.
I suppose an emperor deserves a tomb like this, if anyone does, but I'd prefer a simple memorial.
Go in ways. Did I read the thing in the ass? Oh well. This looks like the one I was just in, but no men. You know, I expect them to spawn any second and do the usual spookums. I see you there, weird. Don't board me, Frodo. I guess. Oh no, wait, this was the overlook thing. Cut-hoi, cut-hoi. Let me just check something internet-wise. Nay.
Well, this is certainly foreboding. You really have to work to get this level of menace into a building.
Penetration. Ah.
Ah, I was told to expect a new recruit, and you fit the description. Well done braving the necropolis. A troublesome walk, but it weeds out the weak. I am the Watcher, and this is the fortress of the Lotus Assassins. It was built amid the graves of 1,000 generations, the tomb of the Emperor at its core. Come, I will show you to the Hall of Induction. If you have servants, they will be allowed to accompany you, but you are responsible for their actions. Formed from the defunct Order of the Lotus Assassins are an extension of the Emperor, as dictated by Death's Hand, and implemented by Grand Inquisitor Gia. Thanks to her direction, we are becoming the face of power in the Empire. The Imperial Army will soon be stationed only at taverns and fish markets. The Great Golem Army constructed here will spread across the Empire. Our masters will be all-powerful. You will assist if you survive. Weak recruits die quickly. Master Gang is one of our trainers. He will be your master as you seek to become an assassin. He is harsh, but his knowledge will be invaluable to you. You will find him at the opposite end of the Hall of Induction, near the entrance to the central chambers. Do not keep him waiting. What would you like to know? Death's Hand is the one who brings us the will of the Emperor, but Grand Inquisitor Gia rules in his absence. Death's Hand rules us all. We obey him in all things, for he is the will of the Emperor. There is no more to tell. Our lives are his. Grand Inquisitor Gia is the foremost acolyte of Death's Hand. She was one of the first converted from the old Order of the Lotus, and she is fearsome in her power. You would be wise to never even give the appearance of challenging her. She takes offense easily, and even masters have been killed for displeasing her. She is not found by just anyone. Excel in your tasks, and perhaps you will be blessed with her attention. Fail, and you will be cursed with it. I will answer, but you should not delay your duties. This was to be the tomb of the Emperor. It rests in the heart of the necropolis, the accumulation of thousands of years of the Empire's dead. It was the perfect place to begin constructing the utterly loyal golem forces the Emperor demanded through Death's Hand. We could harvest all the spirits we need. They are the perfect soldiers, unrelenting, obedient, the ideal that all Lotus assassins aspire to achieve. Slaves that die to be golems are blessed. The Imperial Army is weak, filled with questioning generals that do not know the path to glory. Even we assassins envy the pure subservience of a golem. Soon the will of the Emperor will be plain, and Death's Hand will step aside so he can enforce his glorious vision openly. Opposition will be impossible. There are those that think the Emperor must serve the will of the people, but they are traitors in disguise. His glory is our glory. Death's Hand will make it so. No, you fool. We harvest spirits. Many linger where their body is interred, although the freshly dead produce a far more responsive golem. We now exclusively butcher slaves for this purpose. If you are lucky, you will be allowed to help in the process. I saw no one. Only the most skilled of our number can enter this place without my knowing. I am the Watcher.
More of a talker.
Go to your teacher, Acolyte. Do not keep him waiting. The far end of the hall, at the entrance to the central chambers.
Serving Master Gong should lead us to the information we need. Is Death's Hand or the Emperor behind the Golem army?
Not much of a listener, the Watcher.
Anything is better than waiting around in the camp.
Showed that jaw shit time. Wonder if that was the amulet. Lot going on
Kop
here.
awuka inir, o afawafi ithaturo turo uk.
What? Who, where? Oh, spawn in, I see.
Uk niknak ir katlik no yok. Wo nik fetai yir.
With the rise of the golems, we acolytes have fewer opportunities to serve. You are unwelcome.
Kop awuka inir, o afawafi ithaturo turo uk.
We are losing status to the golem army, and you want to take more attention away from us? I think you need to prove your worth.
Do you think yourself worthy of making such a demand? What proof are you worthy of?
Wuwuwir aki thitahirir koni afafatir? Kauru suir tata siir uyu. Pearson siir no u kupkitir sun urk. Okiruk fir.
Just him.
More blood to stain my hands. A badge of honor.
Iron longsword.
I think he died.
Wo ofno aknatinir sasiir yawak orui.
You look confused, Sue.
So there is no discouraging you. You have come to the heart of the assassins, and you already have enemies. Are you certain you are ready for what you will learn here? I don't think the choice is yours anymore. This is my realm where my demons hide. You will be forced to see them. You have shown little interest in my warnings, but now you will see. Whose side is worthy of having me? Is your motivation so clear now that you walk these halls? Go. Your new master is waiting. Secure a place near the heart of the assassins, and you will be near your goal. Grand Inquisitor Xia is key.
Are those dudes in the little hallway there?
Be careful of him. I never believed he was on our side.
Alright. What am I seeing here? The fuck are the guards? Guys in the back? The guy's head came off a lot.
Ukia kupa pitita soki kustan fatiwe ia kune usote tate ia? Wonoa ia sususatia sonsifonia sonsi ifok. O ifo ia uksonko noko isonsia. Koni uk noea kup sa ia sisia su ukot. O ifo ia uk sonko noko isansia. Wo kupketita sumpono, sathwa kawi ia ifiak. Ika kahia wo noka kike ia, wo shathia oka uki ia ayayuya wai. Ni wo sosawa ia wak, tasi no ni nano yota.
Diaphragm. Seems like he does better sell than all the ass. What a lovely, lovely man. Soto and Guy.
What is this? Another acolyte feeling their way around in the dark?
It takes some time for their eyes and skin to adjust. For the first few weeks, they're as easy to kill as newborn kittens.
What do you want, acolyte? We've done our work for the day and don't want to be disturbed. Unless the press is broken, leave us. We keep the Golem Press functioning. Without us, the machines could not keep up the ambitious pace that Grand Inquisitor Gia has set.
It takes 2 minds, 2 pairs of hands to control the inner structures of the press. You fools just see the controls. Inside the machines, it is impossibly complex.
Sorry.
You would not understand the complex balance of gears and sorcery that makes it function. Even flyers are simpler creations. By the will of the Emperor, Death's Hand had it created.
Hell is going on
With
the shadow?
parts stolen from some great celestial furnace.
Oh.
That's nonsense. Not everything our craftsmen create is stolen or gifted from somewhere else. We have the capability on our own. If we...
Right.
Leave...
What a bunch of guys. True creatures. Ugh.
You are falling behind, gang. Grand Inquisitor Gia is not happy, therefore I am not happy. If your work does not improve, I will have to stop taking credit for it.
Nice.
The latest battalion of golems stand idle because of you. If the production of the Jade Golem is delayed again, perhaps your soul will fuel our next attempt. I trust I have made myself clear.
Yes, Master Shin.
I thought so. Do not let anything delay you further. It would be a shame to once more remind Grand Inquisitor Gia how incompetent you are.
Master Shin.
Yes, an absolute
only above
shame.
Master Ankle, foot, and toes.
What do you want? So help me, if you're just some wandering slave, I'll have you butchered to color the clay golems. Wait, no. You are the one I was told to expect. A new recruit. As if I don't have enough trouble watching over the other fools in my care. Your best is no longer the limit of what we expect, despite what you have achieved elsewhere. You will be reconstructed into the perfect obedient slave. If you survive, then you will be an assassin. For now, you are a Lotus Acolyte, and your life expectancy is not long. Follow me down to the central chambers when you are ready to begin your indoctrination. Do not keep me waiting. A battalion of golems stand idle.
What a weirdo. What an area. Ghost guy.
Damn the heavens for the fools I lead. I am destined to suffer for their incompetence, and I have one man to blame for it. Shin. The old scorpion had one of his followers shatter a spirit shard during training. There are ghosts everywhere. I've lost 8 slaves and 3 acolytes to them. You, New Blood, get over there and occupy those ghosts until I can get real Lotus assassins to clean them up. Golem production cannot be delayed by this.
He has no confidence in you. He does not know your worth.
Go on. It's your first sacrifice for your new life. I'm sure it will be glorious.
I'll sort it out. Where's your ghosts? Some shit. Wunder.
Greetings, young Lotus
God damn
acolyte.
it.
I am the keeper of the archive. What can this humble servant of the Order do for you?
I'm having trouble clicking the wall.
I fight. I bear the stains of bloodshed with pride, as all assassins are trained to do. But records must be kept, if only to know who to make examples of. You will not find an assassin who is shy about killing, acolyte. None of us are here to learn to be vicious. Our order has existed for 20 years. I have chronicled our new role and rise to glory. Much is mundane, minor shifts in power, the results of various campaigns. True secrets are held only in the minds of Grand Inquisitor Gia and Death's Hand. I will answer within the limits of what someone of your ranking is permitted to know. Recent or old entries, you must give specifics. Slaves continue to be brought to the fortress from the wall and unimportant villages that have no voice to object. Our golem force continues to grow. Operations in Tien's Landing have temporarily halted, but we received glorious news that a hated enemy of the Emperor has been delivered to the palace. The accomplices who hid him were butchered, their pitiful village razed. We look forward to a day when all who oppose our masters are dealt with. It is unimportant. All that matters is that he was caught. We don't need to know any more than that. It is a glorious validation of all that we do to serve our masters. I will answer with... You are permitted to know that Death's Hand returned from Dirge as the Emperor's trusted confidant after all others around him proved to be traitors. After defeating the drought, the Emperor was no longer a slave to the natural order of things. He needed utterly loyal disciples to replace and kill doubters. The Order of the Lotus was quickly transformed from its weak role under Prince Qin. Death's Hand was the new way, and those who disagreed were destroyed. Master Gong has been lax in indoctrinating you. No doubt he wants to make use of your fiery disposition before stripping you of it. You will come to understand. Soon you will have nothing else but your life here. Your role as a Lotus assassin leaves no room for anything other than loyalty to Death's Hand and the Emperor. All who did were killed, except one who first hid his doubt. On a mission to cleanse a traitor's family, he rejected Death's Hand and turned on his fellows. The bodies were unrecognizable. More have died to him over the years, but few remain who know his face. He was our most skilled, most vicious, and most hated. He escaped death, but there is no greater penalty for a Lotus assassin than to be removed from the sight of Death's Hand and our Emperor. No doubt many of his years have been worse than death. Once you are truly indoctrinated, you will know the hunger to serve that such loyalty brings. His name is not spoken to the acolytes. You must understand that to oppose Death's Hand is to lose all connection to your masters. Even if you live, you do not exist. There are few fates worse than being reduced to nothing. Lotus assassins can belong nowhere else. Service to Death's Hand is your life. All you are allowed to know of your masters is that Death's Hand is the will of the Emperor, and Grand Inquisitor Gia rules this place for him. Obey their wishes when they are made apparent to you, or you will be destroyed. That is all an acolyte needs to understand. You may, however, ask about your Master Gong. He is not important enough to warrant secrecy. A thoroughly average assassin relegated to indoctrinating acolytes due to his failure to demonstrate leadership qualities. He is not well liked. His mediocrity is magnified by the successes of Master Shin, an assassin who arrived at the same time and has catapulted through the ranks. Coincidentally, Master Shin is the one who personally documented many of Gong's failures. There is, of course, nothing strange about this. Goodbye, acolyte. Serve our masters well.
What a reasonable lady. A bird, such. Ass dragon.
I would give anything to be able to serve.
Focus vase. Nothing, eh?
Another of Gong's weakling acolytes headed to the slaughter. How many have the ghosts killed so far?
11, 12, does it matter? Worthless as one, worthless as a group.
Go on, then. Let's see how you fare. We'll need to sluice the blood out of there by the time they manage to destroy those ghosts.
Fucking blocking the way of them. God damn. Wait, hold on. Forgot my more bullshit from ghosts thing. Blah blah blah. Weakness to the ass anyway. Was that even that much more?
You are weak.
Boss Ghost.
My style.
We bend them like Pikachu Fox. Extreme prejudice. Have to try and anticipate what kind of ass, I guess.
So Gong has an acolyte who can fight.
Ghosts are mindless. I see no real skill in defeating them.
Yes, certainly. Against a real opponent, there would be no doubt of the outcome.
Slink back to Master Gong. We answer to Master Shin, and if you are lucky, this is the last time you will see us. Leave us, Acolyte.
You live. And the ghosts are gone? Well, I did not expect this. It would seem that I have a competent acolyte for once. Interesting. Recruits are rarely of use before we strip them of their outside identities, but you beg a more interesting application. Could you be the one I have waited for?
Could I be the one?
Your duties would normally include a period of deprivation in a cell until every hint of self and identity was stripped away. It is a draining, brutal awakening. I need a favored protege, someone willing to risk everything in my service. I will preserve your intellect, allow your inventive mind to remain, in exchange for 2 tasks. One is your duty anyway. The other is something to secure your future at the heart of the Assassins. Lotus acolytes are utterly expendable. You deserve better. You must operate the soul extractor, past the room where you fought the ghosts. In the coming weeks, you will help swell the ranks of the Empire's glorious Golem army. Golems are fueled by the souls of the dead. The recently dead, it turns out, make far more obedient and powerful golems, especially if brutally killed. We no longer mind the necropolis for souls that linger near their resting place. We butcher slaves instead, and extract their souls into spirit shards. Tonight we require a shard of exceptional quality for a Jade golem that will control the latest battalion of golems. You will oversee this in the extraction chamber. You clearly deserve better than the short life of a regular acolyte. Your ability surprised me. Use it to surprise the others as well. Help me gain the power to help you. Kill Master Shin, my superior. No. Losing an exceptionally talented servant like you is of no benefit to me. Even if acolytes are expendable, they die often in the machinations between masters.
We are tools to be cast aside, but if it gets us closer to our goal, we need to do as he says.
The politics of the Lotus Assassin Order are complicated. It's all right if murder is suspected, so long as it appears deserved because of incompetence. That is your task to figure out, Acolyte. This is a dangerous place. Find a way for him to have an accident that disgraces him. I, of course, must not be implicated. Talk to my acolytes at their stations, in the Golem Press Room and the Soul Extractor. These are dangerous machines. Find a sharp corner Shin can crack his temple on. Return to me when you have an idea for an appropriate accident. I don't care what it is, as long as there is a corpse for me to gloat over in the end. Proceed, but do not waste my time. Stop right there, Acolyte. I am well aware of what that Lotus Expositioner records. Rumors and lies routinely turned over to Grand Inquisitor Gia. If you wish to remain more than a footnote in her pages, you will not speak to me again about her. The old fool will see my potential, and you will help me. Proceed. I will hear you. Shards infuse the golems with life. Souls are extracted from the vessel that holds them, whether a corpse or a slave, and sealed within a crystal shard. The more recent and brutal the death, the more effective the golem. Our soul extraction process is deliberately painful. Essence gems are trinkets that can focus minimal amounts of chi. There are very few people who can make use of them effectively. Golems are utterly obedient, but that does not mean that they are always easy to control. In great numbers, there can be discord. Jade golems are infused with spirit shards made of multiple souls. They are highly ordered servants, and they serve as pacifiers for the other golems. 1 or 2 golems can be controlled by will alone, but an army requires these Jade intermediaries to maintain order. Such numbers are dangerous without a lieutenant. I do not know. Hundreds? More? Many are here, waiting for a Jade Golem to command them. In the end, we will replace the weaklings of the Imperial Army entirely. Imagine it, Acolyte. An army of loyal, nearly indestructible golems, dedicated to enforcing the will of the Emperor under Death's hand. A beautiful sight. Proceed. You already know enough about him. He is insufferable, concerned only about his own advancement. He sabotages my efforts at every turn. When he is gone, I will ascend in rank, and I will reward acolytes that are loyal to me. Perhaps I will even introduce you to Grand Inquisitor Gia in the heart of the fortress. Remember your tasks, Acolyte. Create a spirit shard in the extraction chamber for the Jade Golem, and find a creative way to kill and disgrace Master Shin. You can also seek training from Acolyte Trainer Guang. I'm sure you are her superior, but she might have something of use to you.
Guang, you say?
An acolyte of Gong's, So am I. Let's identify what training you need by sparring for a short time. Let's keep it non-lethal for now. You'll find you have enough enemies in this place. We acolytes are utterly expendable. Good. Remember, no killing blows. I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to practice those later.
Sword then, I guess. Uh-oh.
Well, you would appear to have more than a passing knowledge of combat. I could almost see some kind of flaw, but I was clearly outclassed.
Fucking Master Lee trained us.
Yes, you were. I knew this acolyte was something special, but I didn't think my trainer would be made to look like a fool. You, New Blood, you will be the trainer now. When I am promoted, you will train all my acolytes. You, assist him if you can even do that.
It would seem that you have taken over my duties. I will still serve as an advisor, as Master Gong ordered.
Yeah,
There are
non-lethal.
techniques I can share. In truth, I did not like being a trainer. Life for any of Master Gong's acolytes is rough and short, but especially so for trainers. Master Shin sees to that. My duties, your duties now, include training Master Shin's personal entourage. In the past, if a trainer was too good, Shin had that trainer killed to keep Gong weak. I think one member of his entourage is a full Lotus assassin. I have survived by appearing unimportant and staying out of the fight between Gong and Shin. You are supposed to train the attendants in his entourage. Some need it, but if you seem too skilled, your next fight will be against the hidden Lotus assassin.
NP.
Besides, it wouldn't weaken Shin for long. I suppose he would be alone and more
my
vulnerable if he had
textures
to
are
fight
gone.
right away, but he will replace them in time.
My arm's gotten lumpy, what the fuck?
Accidents happen, and even the attendants in his entourage are just acolytes, and therefore are utterly expendable. There would not be much fuss. However, you would probably find yourself training the hidden Lotus assassin in the next bout. Any skilled acolytes under Gong are quickly disposed of. Are you mad? Well, it doesn't matter. You must train one at a time. If you seem to be too strong a target, I'm sure they will accommodate your death wish. I have learned a number of techniques.
Nice. That seems worth. No more techniques for thee. I'll do some fucking star thingy. Space thingy. I'm sure it won't go the same way it did yesterday. We're gonna ass our start a little bit. It's gonna up and down you the stream a bit. BRB. And prepare yourselves to be guys in the thing.